been walking around in the woods trying to get a slight jog in, and next thing you know, you're running for your life because of two kids on a golf cart? Now, I live in Gravity Falls, Oregon, and I've seen a strange thing or two in my time. One time I walked past an abandoned convenience store, thought I heard some ghosts screaming about how they hate teenagers. But today takes the cake. Today I was out in the woods when these two kids I had never seen before whipped past me on a golf cart. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this brings up a whole new topic, a whole other type of conversation of allowing children without driver's license to operate golf carts without supervision just because we live in a small town. Rural America has a history of allowing severely dangerous habits just because life is more fun without rules. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun when those two kids end up dead because they're drifting a golf cart on an old country road in the woods that ain't even paved. They ain't got no special tires, no ATVs or dirt bikes, baby. This is a plain golf cart. That's not even the peak of danger that I witnessed in the woods. After the kids flew past me with no regard for their or my own safety, I saw what was chasing them. It looked as though thousands of gnomes had come together to create a giant super gnome or mega gnome, if you will. And these thousands of gnomes have created a mega gnome in an effort to chase down and kill these children. Now, you can say that this maybe justifies the behavior of the reckless driving, but if you ask me, two wrongs don't make a right. And just so we're clear, I'm not blaming the children for the recklessness. They are children. They do not know better. I'm putting blame squarely on today's generation of parents and their lack of discipline and awareness of their children's whereabouts. It's like being at a restaurant with a kid running around the table and tripping the waiters. Meanwhile, the parents are just chatting away, not paying it any mind. The lack of parenting is what put these kids in a dangerous situation. In fact, as the mega gnome was chasing after the children, I overheard what the gnome's intentions with these children really were. These gnomes wanted to marry the girl on the golf cart and make her their queen. Now, I don't need to explain to you why forcing someone into a marriage is a bad thing, but I do feel the need to emphasize the age of these gnomes. So many of them had a full gray beard and were obviously at least 60 years old. In particular, one named Schmebulok. And the age of the two children on a golf cart, 12 at most. The lack of supervision by their parents caused not only a potential death due to a golf cart accident, but could also have led to the marriage of a 12-year-old and a collection of gnomes. How long are we going to let these parents just ignore their children, let them do whatever they want just because they want to watch TikToks and zone out for a few hours? Even if we strip away the reckless driving, the potential kidnapping, the fact that these children were left all alone in the woods tells me everything I need to know. And I am not sure, oh God, I am certain that there will be boomers in my comment section claiming that back in their day they would be out all day long, alone at the age of 10. But I must remind these boomers that this is not the same world you were raised in. This is a very different society, one that has gnomes, one that has 5 gnomes stacked on top of each other, pretending to be some sort of zombie figure to get a girlfriend, to get a queen. I wanted to make a video like this as something of a wake-up call to the parents of Gravity Falls. Please do not let your children run around on their own. It is for their best interest and the best interest of the public at large for all children to be kept locked up in the house, or at the very least supervised at all times. Anyway, I am glad to have this outlet for me to share all of my thoughts and criticisms about the town that we live in. This is somewhat of a public forum. This is somewhat of a way for me to communicate with all of you in the town. I hope that all of you watching join in and help me try to make Gravity Falls a safer place. That is all from me today. Thank you.